everybody, and welcome to this inaugural episode of Shit We Like. Today we'll be talking about the Digimon Adventure 2020, and by we I mean me and Armorhide.
Hello.
So I hope you all enjoy this, and if you are watching this on Twitch, don't forget that this is the episode before it gets edited on YouTube.
That means
So
all you guys are cool.
yeah, because there's not gonna be cool. There's no graphics. Yeah. So today we'll be talking about Digimon Adventure, the 2020 remake, episodes 1 and 2. But before we get into that, Armorhide has a little story he wants to talk about.
Okay, so I just want to briefly go into how I got into Digimon because it is one of my favorite things. And when I first saw the commercial of it, I was like everyone else and said, "What is this Pokemon ripoff shit?" And deliberately didn't watch it. And then, like a week or two later, it was on before a show I liked, so I said, "Fuck it, I'll watch it." And then I watched it. I was like, "Fuck, this is good. What is wrong with me?" Yeah, I didn't say it was a good story, now did I?
I guess, yeah, I guess you never did actually. You know what? You know what? Shame on me. Uh,
That's what you get for believing me. It sounded funnier in my head, maybe because I'm biased.
it's true. So the way I got into Digimon was I was looking through some tapes at a convenience store, and I saw a VHS that's like a regular black, VHS tape, unlabeled. Well, I did have it labeled, but like how they have the sleeve over it. There
Yeah,
was no sleeve. It was just the VHS tape, an open VHS tape. It just said Digimon, episode 1, episode 2, and that's it. And I bought it for $1.
you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not the worst thing you could find in a convenience store bin.
Yeah, it was I was like, oh, I guess I'll get this. I don't know what Digimon is. I just like you. I thought it was a Pokemon thing. I thought it was like a mistranslated Pokemon thing. And I was like, what, like 10 or 11 at the time? Like I wasn't a dumbass kid or anything. But yeah, it was either that or a soda.
And then it began all the schoolyard fights of which one was better.
Which one was better? Like, are we talking about like baby? We're talking about like what? How far back are we going? Like like Megamon is the best one then. Period.
No, between Digimon and Pokemon.
Oh, which was between Digimon and Pokemon. Um, well, the thing is that Digimon could talk.
Also, they had Dragon Ball Z level overpowered shit, and I liked that shit.
And also, once the Digimon evolve, they can go back. They're just not permanently a Charizard.
They can stay cute when it's convenient for
Yeah,
you.
exactly. Like, obviously, Digimon has Pokemon beat in the cuteness and other aspects of the show, but
And
like,
the monster raising.
yeah,
But Digimon came out like right at the early curve of the monster like boom because Pokemon took off and everyone in Japan said, "Shit, we need to do this too."
you know what? Fuck all you. Digimon and Pokemon suck. Monster Rancher is where it's at.
Dude, Monster Rancher 2 on PS1, I put so much time into that.
Yeah, Monster Rancher. That's where it's
True
at.
story. One of the best monsters I ever got came from a Backstreet Boys album.
It actually didn't matter. It actually went by the data on the first song of the CD. It was
Yep.
it went by the way that the monster was raised was the length of the song and the first 3 letters of the song. Yep, it was weird.
I would love to have a recreation of that on the Switch, but what would it do? Read other carts?
Or because the Switch
Your
has a
save
camera.
data?
Does the Switch have a camera?
No?
I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, mine's over out of arm's reach.
Mine's literally on my desk. No, it doesn't have a camera. I thought it did because they were thinking about doing Pokemon Snap. How would they do Pokemon Snap without the camera?
Well, the same way they did in Sun and Moon, just have it be a mini game that doesn't use an actual camera.
I guess. I thought they were going to do AR. Huh. Well, anyway, we're gonna talk about episode 1 and episode 2 of.
Well, before we get into the actual episode, let's talk about that opening because that opening pretty slap.
Well, yeah, okay, so it's like a homage to Butterfly, right?
Yeah, which I was going in thinking they would just straight up be like, "Here's a new cover of Butterfly. Everybody likes Butterfly."
Yeah, I liked it. It was pretty
Oh,
good.
I do like it. I was just kind of growing sick of it.
It's like, well, Butterfly's everywhere, right? That's the
Yeah.
problem. Is like it's in everything now. Like Akira is in everything.
But they just took the main riff and then made a new song out of it, which I am okay with.
And I like it. And
Yeah.
if you want to hear it, you can listen to it. I'll put a link to the song in the description below on YouTube, and you can go ahead and check that out, as well as any show notes or news that we may have will also be there. But let's talk about the Digivice, which you can see on the screen right now. That is the Digivice. There's no buttons. Everything on it is emotion based. It's like, so as he becomes more courageous, boom, it lights up bright orange or bright blue, depending on what color they are. And then that's how they evolve.
So I bet you when Bandai puts out the toy, and I know they will, all those light blue parts around the dark blue ring, that's probably going to be the buttons.
Or it's a touchscreen.
Yeah, but that'd be kind of hard with a touchscreen that small.
No, they could do that. Think
Well,
about
they
this.
could.
Well, think about smartwatches.
Yeah,
Like,
I was thinking it'd be more like an iPod or a Amazon Fire remote.
no, maybe like that too. Yeah. Or you can have like the buttons. Or as Kinetic says, an app on your smartphone. It's controlled by an app.
You know what? I'm surprised Digimon hasn't done that. They have a phone game, but where's just my VPet app? I would totally just want a VPet.
Didn't they
app.
not have that? Did they not have that?
No, they have a game that has like a little VPet thing, but it's not an actual thing. They just released the old VPets again.
Oh. Well, okay. So the episode starts off just like every Digimon starts off with we meet our main character, Tai, and we meet him he's in his bed, and this is where I realized that the difference between the original Digimon and now is the second his phone rings, he picks it up and he knows how to use it. Whereas in the original, he had to get out of bed and go to his phone in the kitchen. You know what I mean?
I do like the fact that the first scene you see of Tai, or if you want to be a total weeb, Taichi.
Yes.
I'm
gonna go with the American pronunciation. Thank you very much.
The first thing you see him doing is checking over his stuff for the summer camp.
Yeah. Because this takes place during just before the summer camp episodes, like the start of Digimon. Except this episode doesn't have a giant digital tsunami that fucking, takes over everyone. Only like 2 or 3 people are actually in the digital world at this point in time. In fact, we find out later on that I can't remember his name. TK? No, is it TK? No.
Matt's younger brother?
Matt's in the digital world already, and already has an evolved Digimon.
I'm actually surprised. I'll get into that when we get to episode 2.
Yeah. And we already got the episode 1. Like the episode 1, you have the best opening episode of stuff that we could ever ask for. Like we start off with Tai meeting Izzy being Izzy, and then going into the digital world. Like we have all of that right off the bat, which is kind of reminds me of Digimon Season 2. Like
Yeah.
because it's like, they hold your digivice up to the to the computer and go into the digital world, blah blah blah. It's kind of like that, except without it was there by accident. Like the way he got to the digital world was his sister was going to be basically killed by a train, and they thought he was going to stop the train by what, running into it. Episode 1, Tai dies.
Because he tries to catch the train
Yeah,
and quickly realizes how bad of an idea that is.
it's like episode 1, Tai catches the train. Like, with what, his
Izzy becomes
face?
the main character.
It's like, oh man, I'm gonna pretend that I'm playing my favorite Grand Theft Auto game and try and catch the train.
See, Tai has the crest of courage, not the crest of intelligence.
No, that's Izzy's job.
Speaking of Izzy's job, I kind of don't like how he just suddenly knows everything now.
Well, no, because he has 2chan up. 2chan knows everything.
Well, yeah, I guess. He's speed reading all the social media, and that's why he knows everything all
Yeah.
the time.
He's the the little 8-year-old hacker. He's the one that, like, it's secretly him all along. He's the villain.
That'd be hilarious, but then I would have to watch my favorite Digimon from Season 1 be beaten down, and I don't like that.
Get destroyed.
No, not Tentomon.
Tentomon, evolve to a corpse.
Though, I did like how they actually showed Kari first instead of just having her show up halfway through the series and be like, oh yeah, this person, we totally was here the whole time.
Well, we see her in the original Digimon, like, early on. In the living room, she's watching TV. I'm pretty
during the when Tai went back to the real world after Edamon, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So there's that, but like, yeah, Kari. The thing that bothers me the most is just that Kari is actually tied to the plot in this one, where she's more supposed to be a sideline character until season 2.
Well, no, she was still the host for the homeostasis in the first season, but that didn't come up until the Dark Masters arc.
Yeah. And it's like, she's getting a more prominent role. That's great. But if they're going to be remaking Digimon Adventure, they really should be focusing more on Tai's adventure, Tai's like journey through courage, instead of just being like, I'm courageous. Oh, cool, Digivolve.
And they showed Sora very briefly, but I haven't seen Joe or Mimi in the show yet.
And I thought Mimi would be in episode 2 because of what they did, but I'll get into that. So we find out that the trains are being taken over, and Tai has to jump the train, and none of the adults try and stop him because, adults.
Because it's Japan. You don't want to make a scene.
Yeah.
But then Tai makes a scene.
And Tai makes
so courageous.
Quick, throw a
Tai
stick at him.
does something.
Throw a stick at him. He'll be fine. And then he goes up the stairs and boop, he's gone. And no one freaks out that he just like digitizes.
No one notices except for Izzy.
Yeah, Izzy's like, you're gone now. Oh, okay.
Okay. Bye, new friend.
Yeah, bye, I guess. And then it's like, now he has a walkie-talkie all of a sudden too. And he gets he gets into the digital world. He wakes up. No, he falls into the digital world.
Yeah, he kind of like realizes he's in somewhere while he's in like a data stream or something.
Yeah, and
that's where he meets Koromon.
He sees Koromon, which is Agumon's baby form, and he catches up and he digivolves immediately after being caught into Agumon, which doesn't make sense because plot, but
plot convenient digivolution, Digimon 101.
Yeah, he goes into Agumon, falls, doesn't die. he wakes up. Agumon starts talking to him. He starts asking me like, "Hi, Tai Chi, how are you doing?" Blah blah blah. And he's like, "How do you know my fucking name?"
You know what? I was expecting him to just be 100% on board. Okay, let's do this. No, he actually asked questions.
Yeah. Well, he didn't ask enough questions like, "Why is there a talking fucking dinosaur?" But okay, that's fine. Whatever. He's a kid.
It's because Izzy explained it 5 minutes later with his Wikipedia brain.
Yeah. And then Izzy comes up and he has a hologram. And the order episode, execute order 66 is him. And then they start talking. They go through the motions about where he is. Oh my god, this is where you are. Oh, there's a bunch of bad guys. Look out! And they start attacking. And we get a pretty decent fight scene.
Yeah, I like the fact that Ty just straight up grabs a dude and throws him at another dude.
Yeah, like Ty beats a motherfucker with another motherfucker. Like, I love it.
Another thing I like about Digimon over Pokemon, Ty's not afraid to hit something.
And then we have like the weirdest fight. Like, I don't understand why episode 1 and 2 all revolve around this one virus. It's the same virus.
Is that going to be the enemy for the entire show? I hope not, because they all look like the forms of Diaboromon.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like kind of like it's like the Digimon movie all over again, and it's
Episode 2 is literally called War Game.
Yeah. Well, it's called War Game because of the movie War Games, and if you watch the movie and then watch the show, it's literally a carbon copy of each other. It's funny.
Except it's happening at the beginning instead of at the end.
Yeah. And so...
Oh, we'll get into that.
Yeah, we sure will. Yeah. Not mad at all. And, episode 1 does an episode 1 trope. They go through the one of the greatest Digivolutions that we've seen. He evolves into Greymon.
Which looked pretty sick. I gotta admit, his evolution scene was dope.
If they do that from now on and not the whole cut to a separate video package thing, where he literally fights his way through his evolution.
Or at the very least, that turns the crest color and you see them morph and change.
Yeah. Because that's what happens. Is he grows super big. He becomes a big Agumon, basically. Beats the shit out of the guy. Then grows his horn. Then grows his nose. His nose horn. And then, then he's Greymon.
Oh! Vegas Bear's in my chat. He says hello.
Hello.
Okay. Sorry, what were you saying?
And then what happened was we get the fight. He beats the bad guy, basically. And all of a sudden, then the train stops. But there's still bad stuff happening. There's still, bad stuff happening all over the place. And he's like, oh, now America's under attack. And at the same time when Izzy says that, on the screen, you see 2chan and Discord on his laptop. And I'm like, where are you getting your information from? You're getting it from trolls and assholes. How do you know this is real?
Well, it turned out to be real, as we see in episode 2 with War Game.
Yeah, so we go into episode 2, and it's literally just, if you watch them side by side, it flows into itself, which is really nice. They don't do the whole weekly thing where they talk about...
At the very end of episode 1, as you stated before, Matt just shows up. He's like, hi, I already have Garurumon. You don't need my backstory. You know what's going on.
Yeah, Matt just shows up, and he's just like, sup, and then it ends. That's how that's when it cuts to the end. But once we get into episode 2, that's when we start getting, Sundare, Matt over there. And he starts talking to Ty, and
I can already hear the yaoi fangirls writing their fiction.
Well, that's later. That's later, because there is a really homoerotic scene in this episode. Really homoerotic scene.
That part doesn't bother me. It's the part they're 10 that bothers me.
Yeah. And then, so that's when we find out that there's a nuclear submarine that's been taken over. Which, by the way, I don't know if nuclear submarines are attached to the internet, because that would be weird. And And so it's about to launch a nuke at Japan, and all I can yell is, "No, not again! We already have weird anime. We don't need weirder anime."
It'll start a whole new Godzilla franchise.
We are talking about the Digimon Adventure 2020 remake, Thrill Rider.
So one thing that bugged me, and maybe I'm just thinking about this too much, but when the virus was getting into the submarine and was going to launch the missile, wouldn't the U.S. military just have a manual kill switch for something like this and
Or
just cut power to the machine to the submarine?
or at the very minimum, they have ICBMs that can intercept a nuclear missile in flight.
Yeah.
Like,
To be honest, I'm kind of shocked that it did successfully launch. I thought they were going to stop it at the last second there.
yeah, me too. I think that, and then so that we get another fight scene with the exact same Digimon, the exact same viruses.
The Green Caramon line, I'm going to call it now.
Yeah, I guess so. We don't know the name of the Digimon yet. Even the subtitles didn't know what they were, so we don't know what they are. Because usually the subtitles, they usually put like the name of the Digimon under the Digimon.
But I don't think they were even named.
Yeah, they were not named. So we have no idea what they are right now. We'll probably know by episode 3, maybe episode 10. But we have problems.
When they release the art book.
And then when they release the art book. Yeah, in 2030. And then we have problems with this episode right off the bat with Matt just basically like being a worthless Garurumon. Like, Garurumon's just completely useless in this, where like he couldn't take out more than one guy at a time. Like, it shows Garurumon's actual weakness with Foxfire being useless.
I wouldn't say useless, but he definitely was under effective compared to Greymon.
Yeah, like you have Mega Flare, which literally kills dozens at a time, and he can multi-shoot them like a fucking grenade launcher.
Greymon can kill 2. He hits one with the tail and one with his claw.
Yeah, but he can do that one at a time. Like a fucking Greymon did a backflip and killed like 4 of them with his claws.
I'm pretty sure Tai has a higher kill count than Garurumon so far.
So,
because in episode 2, Tai still just
killed 3. Tai killed 3 right off the bat. He beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker, then threw another motherfucker at a motherfucker. Like, yeah, Tai is also more badass than Matt by far.
Also, I want to know what's in Tai's pants. How he magically sticks to Greymon's horn, because he rides up on his horn. He's just up there. You don't see him climb up. He's just up there.
Magnus.
And when Greymon's doing the Mega Flame, he stays perfectly still, like perfectly level. So even when Greymon tilts his head back.
This is when we find out that Tai is actually a gymnast.
That's the 2020 version. He's secretly a gymnast, and he's just embarrassed about it. And that's his character arc.
This character arc is agreeing with that. That's how we get Metal Greymon. Spoiler alert, no Metal Greymon this episode. But another thing happens. So we get to the fight, and then we get a Mega Evolution in the episode after they all work together, and he's like, "We gotta work together, blah blah blah. Oh my god, it's too dangerous. How is it dangerous? You guys are fighting Digimon."
Matt starts a plan and says nothing, and luckily Tai picks up on it, and Tai even points out, "Hey, you could have said something. It's a good thing I figured it out what you were trying to do."
Yeah, like what? Like I don't even know what Matt's plan originally was. He just thought it.
He just goes.
Yeah.
And Tai's just expected to know what's going on.
I guess Tai is just like, like his spiritual, like, other.
It's his bromance, man.
Yeah. And then
actually, that would be a good twist if they instead just had Matt and Tai get together.
Oh, instead of Tai and the Sora, and then Matt and Mimi.
Yeah. No, it was Matt and Sora, Tai and some unnamed chick. No, they don't even show her.
I thought Sora. Or were they supposed to and they never did?
they were supposed to, and then they kind of hinted at a triangle season 2, and then the epilogue episode when they showed Sora's kids, they looked like Matt.
Ah, that's when you find out that those are not Sora's kids. Those are Ty and Matt's kids.
Oh, I'm sure that's a fan fiction somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably somewhere. So we get the fight between the unknown giant ultimate. No, wait. Ultimate is before Mega? No.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay, so we get
No, you have it right.
so they're fighting the ultimate of the Digimon they were fighting before. They win by biting it and then shooting fire out of their mouths and basically being like, "I'm gonna, flame roast these guys." And they go through it.
You can't block our attack if we're already biting you.
Yeah, basically, yeah. The English dub started the love triangle between the three, which was later incorporated into the Try movies. Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, I didn't know that was a dub exclusive thing.
All right.
Okay.
So what happens after that? So they beat him by biting into him and then shooting fire directly into them. They're like, you know what, fuck you. I'm just gonna, mega flare into your skull. Then it dies. The nuke launches anyway, and it evolves into Mega.
Yeah, it's like, no, wait, fuck you,
and it
I'm
also
not dead.
laughs too. And it has like a creepy, like, robotic laugh.
And then it goes Mega form, and everyone's like, oh no, what do we do? What do we do?
And
you see 2 angel feathers fall out of the sky very slowly, and Kari and TK touch them. You see their crests, and then Matt and Ty glow, and now we have Omegamon.
Yeah, so Omegamon, episode 2, Omegamon, before we even get Megas.
Like, before we even get Metal Greymon and Weregurumon,
Yeah.
Omegamon. They just 4 Digivolve combined all in 2 seconds, okay?
I want to be in the right... Yeah, episode 2, we get Omegamon. Yes. That was my response too. Episode 2, Omegamon.
I was half expecting him to go Metal Greymon or like.
That's what I was like. I was like, kind of like season 3, where they needed the weird bunny thing to be able to digivolve, and they used the blue cards to transform. I thought they needed Kari and TK's powers to evolve into Mega, so we can get Gray, Metal Greymon, and Weregurumon. But no, we get Omegamon right off the bat. And it's just like, this is going to be a short fucking series if this is what we're getting now.
It'd be like in Dragon Ball Z if Goku went Super Saiyan against his fight with Vegeta.
Yeah, like, it's like, oh, there's Nappa. It's like...
Or he just goes Super Saiyan 3, bypasses 1 and 2, and just goes Super Saiyan 3 against Nappa.
This is a Super Saiyan Blue right off the bat. Like, poof. Yeah, it's so weird because it's like, it makes me think that this is going to be a 10-episode season, and they're going to do another Try thing where it's like Try only got like 6 episodes and then it was over.
Well, it was 6 movies, each movie being 4 episodes long.
Yeah. Yeah, Goku shows up on Roshi's Island, Super Saiyan 4. Oh, Try had 24 episodes, according... Okay.
Yeah, because it was 6 movies, and each movie was split into episodes.
Oh. That's horrible.
Yeah, maybe we'll do a thing on Try later. Because I have some issues with Try.
Maybe we'll make it a feature topic at some point. But yeah, it blew my mind that they did Omegamon so early in the show, because it just makes me think, okay, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna have are we gonna have the fusion digivolves between everyone else too? Then are we gonna get a Angelmon and Angel Woman fusion? Like, I've seen that on Tumblr, but usually only one part of them are fusioned.
Oh, are we going to get that really shitty fusion between Angemon and Kylomon?
Yes, at the end of episode 2 of the Digimon Adventure 2020, we get Omegamon right off the bat, like literally within the last like 5 minutes of the show, just before the credit scene.
Look, I know
We
a
don't
lot of
even get
Digimon.
Greymon. We don't even get Metal Greymon. That's why I'm so pissed off. Because I'm like, oh, Metal Greymon's gonna look so sick in this new Digimon.
I thought they're going to do a thing where like Greymon goes Metal Greymon for like just long enough to launch an attack and then just depowers.
Oh yeah,
Like,
he
or
just
you
opens
just
his
see
chest
like the
and
green wire outline or something.
or like he goes to Greymon, fires the rocket, gets sick, and falls over. You know, because he has the rocket in his chest.
Yeah,
Ugh.
but nope, it's just straight up. No, Omegamon, let's go top tier.
I don't know what the Royal Knights are.
They are a set of megas that guard the Digimon King. They are like the seven, or they're like the good guys. Omegamon is their leader.
Oh, okay, because Chuck says they're pushing Royal Knights.
Which I'm totally cool. I think Royal Knights need more spotlight. The only real spotlight they get is in the games, because it's, see if I can remember them all. Omegamon, Dukemon, aka Gallantmon, Magnamon, Xmon, Leopardmon, Lord Nightmon, Dysanamon, Blue Dude no one cares about with the double sword, and yeah, I think that's all of them.
It would have been cool if they hinted at Omegamon, but they only went Ultimate. Yeah, that would be cool. Like if he was digivolving into Ultimate, and then like in the background you see Omegamon's arm. Like,
or like when Matt and Ty are like screaming at the same time, you see the outline of Omegamon behind them or something.
is it Imperial Draymon the leader? No, I thought that was
No,
Omegamon.
Omegamon is always the leader of the Royal Knights. Imperial Dramon's not even a member. I know way too much about this franchise.
I know. We need Chris. That's what we need right now. You and Chris in this. I would just sit back and just watch.
Oh no, we would just argue about who's the better champion for Vmon, because he likes X Vmon, but I like V Dramon.
Oh, I like XVmon too.
I don't. I
Sorry?
hate X Vmon.
XV, you're wrong. We're right.
I like Pyhealdramon and Imperialdramon. Those two are cool.
Vidramon. See, look, we have 2-on-2 now. Yeah. So the episode ends with Omegamon, and it just cuts. Like we're like, okay, but why? Like, and we don't know what's gonna happen. He's gonna go up there. They're gonna punch it to death, and then
He's gonna stab the thing, it's gonna die, and then he's gonna stop the missile.
yeah.
And then
or the
where do
missile's
you go after that?
Yeah, where do you go
That's
after
in-game.
potential nuke? Like, what's after nuke?
What's after Omegamon? Are they gonna find the X antibody so he can go into Omegamon X and reset the whole world?
Like, I can understand them teasing it, but like going straight into it, Chaosmon. Oh yeah.
Okay, Omegamon versus Chaosmon in this animation would be the coolest shit ever, I'm not gonna lie.
I would agree with you if only that would happen ever. Or you know what? What if the first 2 episodes are just the original Digimon show, and then the next 2 is Digimon season 2 with the armor Digivolves, and then season 3 is the cards, like episodes 6 and 7 is cards, and then 4 is like the fusions between human and Digimon. Like it just goes through them all until it gets to their own show.
That would be kind of hilarious and kind of trolly, but I don't think I would like that.
It just ends with like old TK and old Kari. It has like, yeah, episode 7 has like 1 frame of D Reaper.
The Reaper shows up, and he shows up, they fight it and defeat it all in the last 5 minutes.
So flicks him in the forehead and dies, and it goes to the next episode.
Guilmon just jumped straight from Guilmon to Gallantmon Crimson mode.
It would be cool if they did something like that, where they did maybe like they slowly brought it up to the current Digimon show that they have now. Then they cut it off and did their own thing. But all the characters, like they merged all the universes into one. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
they pull a decade.
Yeah. Like they pull all and then now everyone from every universe is now all into this show, and then it becomes a battle royale. No, like
Okay.
literally, like not like Fortnite battle royale, but like an actual battle royale where it's like each show is fighting against each other, trying to become the primary show.
You know what? I'm okay with that just so we can have War Greymon versus Kaiser Greymon.
It's so there you go. Like you know what I mean? Like that would be a cool thing if they would do that. They're not going to because they're just not going to do that. But that would be a cool like thing to do. And it would also bring like it would also bring every Digimon show back into the main relevance of itself, so everyone would be like, "Oh, I remember that show. I'm gonna go watch that," and they go buy the DVDs.
Twist ending. Applemon is the winner.
So yeah, there's not much else to talk about with the show, other than if anyone has any questions or anything, we can answer them now. Other than that, I think we're done with this. What this was 45 minutes, not bad.
Not terrible. One thing though, I doubt they're gonna do the try thing and end it after, like, just do a series of movies. Because over in Japan side, they got a bunch of merch they're pushing, like a new card game and other stuff.
Was Diaboromon there? I don't know. I don't know who that is. Who's Diaboromon?
Diaboromon, the guy from the first movie with Omegamon.
Oh yeah,
He
he was not.
No, but we had his plant-like ripoff.
Yes, literally the enemy that we fight is the ripoff of that.
Diaboromon.
Yeah. We had the corruption though, the same color corruption and everything that Boromon did from the movie.
So the question is though, are they going to do like Ultra Instinct and Super, and they do it once, win the fight, and then they just can't do it again for plot reasons?
That or yeah, like what Chuck said, they're probably bringing the Royal Knights into this. Let's see. So like theory crafting my way through this episode, through this is we still haven't seen Tentamon yet, right? He has his Digivice, but he has no Digimon.
And then, like I was saying earlier, we still haven't seen the whole cast. We saw Sora for like 2 seconds, and we haven't seen Mimi or Joe.
Yeah, but like those are like characters that hasn't been on screen yet. But Izzy has been there the whole time, and Izzy has a Digivice.
But yeah, no when that egg was forming on his screen, I thought that was Tentamon's egg.
Yeah, I didn't think that would. That's what I said. Like, oh, sweet Tentamon, we're gonna have three ultimates. Awesome. No, we get Omegamon. Like, God, like ridiculous.
All we can do is wait till next week and see what episode 3 does.
Yeah, and then so what we're gonna the idea for this show is that I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna do it every other week. So we're gonna do like 2 episodes at a time, because if we just did 1 episode, the show would be like 15 minutes long. Unless we have other topics to talk about right now, but we really don't, because with the current pandemic that we're going through, anime is a little bit on the lackluster side. And most of the stuff's already wrapping up anyway. Like, we could talk about My Hero Academia, but then we'd talk from the beginning.
Well, we could just talk about our thoughts on the 5th season now that it's over.
I haven't finished it yet, because the dub is on hiatus.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm on episode 19.
Oh, okay. I watched My Hero in sub, so I've been able to keep up week to week.
Yeah, the subs are done. Like, it's over now. But, like, it's the dubs. The reason why I just like the dub. If you guys have any ideas for shows, by the way, you could post them into the Discord. I'll make a podcast topic channel in the Discord, and you can post in there for your topic suggestions for animes, shows, and if you want to be on the show as well, absolutely, I'm going to be opening the floor for other people to join in for different episodes for like different shows. So like if you have a topic that you specifically want to talk about, go right ahead. I'll look into it. We'll watch it, and then we can talk about it. But like, try and keep the topics to like not Fairy Tail and One Piece level of length. That would be nice. I don't have. I know I have all the time in the world, but I don't. Definitely not that one show that's still running. Oh, want to talk about the Guyver? Fuck yeah, we can talk about the Guyver.
I can talk days on the Guyver.
Yes.
Question is, are we going to watch the 80s or the 2005 remake?
How about the movies?
What movies?
I am the Guyver.
No, you didn't do it right. It's I am the Guyver.
Fucking love Guyver.
You said it too well.
I don't care,
No,
man.
We could watch Dark Hero. That one's better.
Dark Hero's good. I like all of them, really, honestly. I like them both. They're both cheesy as shit, and I love it.
Oh man, I love the anime, and I would love to read the manga, but for some reason, no one can find like 10 volumes somewhere in the middle.
Oh well, someone will find them somewhere. Yeah, Solid Snake, Guyver 1. Thank you. You had David Hayter in that shit.
Wait, was that David Hayter?
Yeah. Like, first movie's David Hayter, man.
What?
Yeah, Solid Snake. Oh, look at that. I turned him into a lover. Look at that.
Oh, he's the Guyver in the second one. Okay,
that
makes
makes one. Okay.
much more sense.
Well, then who's the guy in the first one, then?
Kevin?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. I should call him Kevin, because kind of generic. It has the Joker in it, so that's cool.
Not Mark Hamill. Okay. So yeah, if you guys have any topics or anything like that, you can drop us a line in the Discord. If you're watching this later on YouTube, the Discord link will be the top link in the description below, as well as the opening theme song to the to Digimon as well. Don't forget to drop a like and a follow if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching this on Twitch, thank you for watching our experimental podcast today. And as always, thank you everyone for watching. No matter where you are watching this, even if you're watching this on some bootleg site, thank you so much for watching. You guys make my day every day, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.